No. Winter is coming and winter is staying. It's like, oh, it's not HBO, it's TV. Just bring a jacket, whatever you need to do. Just enjoy it, have fun. Actually, you know what? My favorite part of the new season is when it just inexplicably started turning into Daredevil. I was like, you know what? Way to go. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's like, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. Like, HBO's like, wait, Netflix, Amazon. Yeah, you know what? Why not? We'll throw a superhero in there. It'll be a fun time. As you will see throughout the night, I'm very excited and I smile a lot. Yeah, I do. And because I smile a lot, people think I'm a tourist. Where, you ask? Everywhere. Everywhere. I'm a born and raised New Yorker, and people ask me all the time if I'm Canadian. People are like, oh, where in the Midwest are you from? You Midwest strong? And I was like, yes. I don't know what that means, but yes. Like, it's such a problem in so many ways that I was at the train the other day, and a guy came up to me with a disposable camera and a map and asked me if I needed directions. That's when, you know, I was like, wait, me? I was like, can I give you directions to a time machine to go back to the 90s? Because my thing is, if you have a disposable camera and a map on you, I'm calling shenanigans. Right? Like, I feel like, you know, unless you're a Chekhov character or a topography major, I don't know if that necessarily works, right? It could be fun, but it's not a game. I'm in my 30s now. My dirty 30s, right? Which I love it. I feel like you settle into yourself so much more in your 30s, right? It's not that there's less bullshit in life, in the world. I just feel like you see the bullshit coming your way a lot better, right? It's like you have to be like a prize fighter, right? You're like dodging and weaving and dodge. Then all of a sudden just a haymaker comes out of nowhere. You're like, oh right, thanks life, I forgot about that one. That was good. That's why I say, you know what, don't make up the drama. Save the drama for your mama, right? Really, I mean, because think about the fact that, all right, in a millennial generation, we have a thing called the quarter life crisis. Right? You guys heard about this? The quarter life crisis? Now, the quarter life crisis is a midlife crisis after college. Okay? Now, midlife crisis, I get that. I totally get that, right? Midlife crisis, that's halftime, right? That's intermission. You want to take a beat, you want to check out a Bruno Mars concert, trade your man in for a new model? I get it, ladies. You earned it, you deserved it, right? But honestly, what have you been through by 25, right? I mean, think about it. What must our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation be thinking about this supposed quarter life crisis? They made it through the Great Depression, right? Multiple world wars and oftentimes immigrating from their homelands. What have we been through by 25? College. 6 generations of iPhones and binge watching episodes of Homeland. Not quite the same thing, you know? It's like, oh yeah, we have a political election going on. That's fine, but Becky with the good hair over here is like, you know what? I didn't get my muffin today, and I gotta tell you, God just been, like, he has forsaken me right now. It's like, sorry, Becky. Like, I think, honestly, I'm so okay with, like, where I'm at. One of my best friends called me from LA, right? 3 hours earlier, calls me, he goes, Jared, guess what? I'm engaged. And I was like, no way, I woke up in a Ninja Turtle t-shirt. That's where we're at, you know what I mean? He's like, oh my God, I love this girl so much. And I was like, oh my God, I just love being a turtle. Same. You know, it's perfect, it's just wonderful.
Very good. Keep your eyes on the, keep it, Becky, I don't see why we have to continue driving every June to the damn resort. Because I like to go to the resort. I like to get a tan. I don't like to have to pay for it. I like to just sit out and let the sun do its thing. Good job. I would really like it if you would put both hands on the wheel.
Why?
Because it feels more secure.
I feel like we should have a little more danger in our life.
Oh. Okay. Let's get wild. You're already driving.
Yeah! Becky, I feel alive! Let's do this, Becky! I love you, baby! I love you! I love you! Oh, baby!
Oh.
How about we fuck the resort and we go rob a bank today?
Oh my God. Jonathan, I I don't know even what to
Do you want to be the next Bonnie and Clyde right now?
Oh my god. You know how much I love that movie.
So I was thinking
Yeah?
that our costumes
Oh my god.
could be mint green.
Stop it. You've been looking at my Benjamin Moore paint samples, haven't you?
And your Pinterest.
Son of a bitch. I fucking love you, Jonathan. I fucking love
Fucking
you.
A.
Fucking We're gonna have to cancel the resort though, you know, because we wanna make sure we get our money back. Don't wanna let that.
Or we could just drive there. Fucking bitch slap them and give our deposit back. That last one, that's what it is.
My bad, I was like listening to some beats. Totally, sorry, what's going on?
Hey!
What's going on? Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't even know you lived in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. I just moved here, pretty rad. Yeah, I got a gig over in that bar over there. So I'm just like
That's awesome.
yeah, I don't
So you're
remember the
so-
name, but like I just got a gig of it. Yeah.
It's very artistic.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. Yeah. So are you still doing the whole event planning thing, or you?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know?
totally cool.
Lots of weddings right now, just because the weather.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that people just kind of like get together in December, right? I guess.
I mean, it is mating season for
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's great. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of awkward. We never really discussed the last time we hung out.
No,
You know?
I mean, you never texted back.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't usually pee in girls' beds. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, if I know them, it's a different story.
You said that on the first date, too.
yeah.
I thought it was a little weird.
Yeah, my bad. Just sometimes I just like get a little drunk and I'm just like,
Yeah.
or just don't feel like going to the bathroom. Honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, my bad.
It's okay. I was able to clean it out.
Oh, for sure. Great.
I used Tide, so. You'll never be able to reach up for anything anymore because you have no feet.
Well, thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot that one, but
I'm so sorry.
no,
I'm
Marcy,
just
it's
so
cool.
sad for
No,
you.
it's
I
fine.
just don't understand why you don't see all the things that are terribly wrong here. I just don't know how you can be so optimistic right now. Are you optimistic?
Not anymore. Thanks.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You're my sister. You just wanna.
I just want to look after you and you'd have the best life that you can.
Yeah, and so I stay pessimistic.
You know what? We're gonna overcome this. We're gonna make you have the best life that you can have with no feet, with studs. Think of all the cool things you could do. You could ride all those rides in the little kid sections.
No, I can't. They won't. No, I can't actually do that either. I actually can't do that. They just got a thing for
They got a
thing for.
That's discrimination. You could be the spokesmodel for all people with studs. Oh my god. President.
There you go. Right.
Looking
good. There you go. Just an amputee.
You still broke the machine though.
Alright,
I didn't drop it.
I'm sorry.
Just relax. Why do you think he's an amputee?
Doesn't mean you get special treatment, alright?
Yeah.
No,
You're
he's
still held accountable for your shit.
Yeah. Responsibility is an adult thing.
I kind of thought I could get away with a lot. Like I get to like cut the lines and stuff. And now I'm a science experiment.
You know, you're like a little privileged bitch, alright? Like, what the hell? Come on.
People have it much worse.
Man.
There are people in Iraq right now.
Yeah. You know what it's like to live there right now?
No, you don't even know.
You
Have you been to Iraq?
Yeah, you
No, I haven't been to Iraq.
Exactly.
Exactly. Even if I was in Iraq, I really couldn't do much. So,
Alright, always
All
coming
right.
back to you.
Let's go back to Joe. People are war. Just be a science experiment, all right?
Yeah. I'm a mom. I like talking about my son. I have a 24-year-old son and his older brother, my husband, and but I have to tell you, does anyone have kids, or have you been around kids? Does anyone have a kid? Anyone? Nobody?
Nephew.
A nephew. Okay. When you raise a child, they tell you you have to love the child no matter what they become when they grow up. You have to love them no matter what, whatever they become. So I'm a little okay, I'll just tell you, he's a hipster. Skinny jean, eyeglass wearing, fucking bearded hipster. I'd rather him been a hoarder. But he's 24 years old, and I think I did a good job because he didn't kill anybody and he's not in jail. So I think that's good, right? And the reason I say that is because, you know, I've been a comedian since before the beginning of time. So I've been around a long time. And I used to take I was pregnant with him, I was on stage, you know, I took him on the road with me. He's been around comedy his entire life. So our relationship is we're very open, we talk about everything because that's the way I talk to stand-up. So people think, like, people freak out, like I was on the radio talking about this, because we talk about sex all the time. My son still tells me everything. And people are like, that's a little fucking weird. I said, no, it's not. It's good, right? It's healthy. Okay, maybe it's not. You people are fucked up. Okay? It's a healthy fucking thing to do. So I'm going to tell you, this is how close we are. So this is a long time ago. He was 12 years old, right? I'm driving him to school one day. And we were at the stoplight, and my little baby boy turns to me, very, very cute, and he goes, hey, Mommy, listen, don't tell Daddy, but I haven't masturbated yet. Oh. Now, you understand, as a mother, you feel like that's, you know, he feels comfortable enough to talk to me, but now you know that you have to say the right thing. Because if you say the wrong thing, he's going to turn into a serial killer or a priest. It could go either way. So I just turned it very, very nice. I went, oh, honey, whenever you're ready. And then I gunned the car. I made it to school in 2 minutes. Like, get out of the fucking car! And I went and had a glass of wine at 10 a.m. So, fuck.
iBooks has free books. So I opened it up. I was like, oh, free books. It's 20 fucking trash, pieces of trash books, and then the Bible, and then the Iliad, which is an odd grouping. And so like, we're giving you 2 options to save yourself, but I've already read those. So I was like, so I downloaded the first one, which is called Snowed In with a Bad Boy. You can look on I'm afraid though that if you look, your book choices aren't the same. Like, what if they actually programmed it for me? They're like, she loves Christmas, she's from Maine, give her the Snowed In with a Bad Boy. I mean, it's not snowed in like Snowden, like NSA secret, like no undercover. It's legitimately about someone who gets snowed in with a bad boy. And I've never read a book that's just about pussy, like it says pussy so much. You know, when you start reading, like, I'm an adult, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, why would I be embarrassed that people know, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, fuck it, you know what I mean? I should be, but I literally was like, I was getting red, I was like holding my phone. That I got off that train, I sat down somewhere and I was like, oh, I gotta fucking finish this. Like, she's like, what is she gonna do? She's snowed in with a bad boy. I need to know what the fuck happened. And then you realize at the end of it, oh, it's not about her being snowed in with the bad. He is snowed in because he has an icy heart, and she has to melt it with her pussy. It's really much deeper than I originally thought. The title goes both ways. So I downloaded the next one. It's called Dripping Wet. Piles of shit. I'm embarrassed, but I literally... It's so much better than just being angry about politics on the train. I could read that article, or I got see. It's just so, it's really great though. Snowed In with a Bad Boy, check it out. I assume in like real size pages, it's probably like 50 pages. This is literally one night. But I was worried because really the girl had a heart transplant before the book started. I knew there was something wrong. She was like, just continue, you know, but she made it. I don't want to give anything away. Dripping Wet is about this lady thinks the guy's a plumber, and then he helps her get her shower working. Then fucking turn of events, he's not really a plumber! So good.
So bad. She showed up to work wasted once. We're like, Denise, we work with kids. What the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. My church was having a bar crawl. Did you really just try to blame that shit on religion? Has that worked out for you in the past? Denise, what are you high on? I'm high on Jesus. She was the worst. I was a mascot and a clown. I was a male mascot. I was River Rover, the seafaring dog. Here's what you don't know about male mascots. Kids will try to kick you in the dick. This is the thing. Except surprise, I don't have a dick, I have a pussy, and she can take a beating. So good luck, 4-year-olds. My favorite part about getting kicked in the vagina was that I like didn't fall over. There was just this look of terror on these small children's face. Not because they figured out I was a girl, but because for a second they thought I was a giant dog. They just thought it was real. It's so funny to me. I knows that the only thing worse than working as a mascot was working as a clown. Like, I didn't want to fucking be a clown. I hated being a clown so much to the point that I started calling myself a balloon artist. That's embarrassing. That's when you know your job is shitty, when you start adding that extra seasoning on it. It's like, I'm not a prostitute, I'm a dick technician. It was the worst. I hated it because I asked my boss, like, I didn't want to put on the white face paint because it's weird. I'm brown. Like, can I just be brown? Like, I don't want a white face. Do you understand why this is weird for me? She's like, you have to put on the white makeup. I'm like, oh God, I look like a racist actor in a Bollywood film. Do you understand? Ragnesh, meet my right friend, Jessica. I was like, oh my God, does India have any frappuccinos? Like, we're just I don't want to do this. Fucking white facing every day. It's really hard to get off that makeup too. So bad.
The most about New York, this might come as a shocker, was Seamless. What? Who her? She's so thin and beautiful. How? How does she ever eat anything? I don't know. If you don't know what Seamless is, it's great. You go on the computer and you're like, hey, I'm fat, give me food. And here you go. It's great. So I was in Charleston, I needed a dinner before a show, like really fast, and there was no Seamless, so I had to walk down the street to like a storefront restaurant and place a takeout order, like a barbarian, you guys. It was embarrassing. So I'm sitting at the bar waiting for my food, and this guy next to me says, like, makes a vulgar comment. I don't notice. I live here now, and everything's disgusting. So like, I don't care. But he sees me sitting next to him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I didn't see a lady present. That was just a joke." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm fragile again. Like, I'm moving back to South Carolina." And I was in such a good mood. I was like, "That's okay. Jokes are great. You know, I'm a comedian." No, don't tell people that. What do you think people say when you tell them you're a comedian?
Tell me a joke.
Exactly. That's exactly what they say. So he said, "Hey, tell me a joke." And I said, "No." Yes. It was comedian clapping, I'm sure of it. And he was like, "All right, well, can I tell you a joke?" All right. So he goes, "But before I do, hey, Jim, come tell this woman I'm not a racist." Guys, if you have to walk around with some guy named Jim to tell people you're not a racist, probably a racist. I'm just gonna guess. Like, you shouldn't need some sort of non-racist hype man to come back you up every time you tell a joke. What does a non-racist hype man say? Like, this is my man Carl. He's so not racist. He employs black people for fair wages and benefits. He does. I don't know. Someone write that for me. I don't know what they say. But I was excited to get back to New York. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the progressive North where I belong. No racist jokes there. Everyone's super sexist, but whatever. Sexism is not dead here. Okay, anyway, I'll keep going. With every open mic I go to, I become less and less of a woman. That's why I dress up like this for real shows. Anyways, wasn't planning to have a meltdown in front of my friends who were visiting from Charleston. Okay, so I was excited to get back to New York. And of course, like, I'm in the E-train station with my suitcase and my little pink Vera Bradley bag, and this guy sees me, and he thinks I'm a tourist, right? So he makes a beeline for me, and he wasn't a homeless guy, he was just, like, terrifying. And so he walks up to me, and he says, "Give me all your money." I didn't have a weapon or anything, so it wasn't that cool. It was just like kind of a mugging. And I was feeling really brave because there were people around. If I was in an alley, I'd be like, "Do you want to fuck me too?" Like, no. There were people around, and I just looked at him and I said, "No, and I don't want to talk to you either." Because I guess he wanted to talk, I don't know. And like, he's going to be like, "Oh shit, she's real New York City, I better back off." He did not back off. He turns to everyone in the subway and yells at the top of his lungs. He goes, "This woman hates black people." I don't know if you've been to our lovely subways, very diverse. I'm a white person, so I'm standing in the subway with my pink bag, like, looking at people like, "No, I don't." This guy's not my favorite, but... It dawned on me. I was like, "Oh my god, I need Jim." Like, I need Jim right now in the subway. Back me up. I don't know what Jim would say about me though. "This is Lauren. She's so not racist." I don't want to do this part. "She's so not racist. She made out with a Haitian drummer boy who was just trying to raise money for St. Joseph's School for Boys after it broke in an earthquake. That was a horrible thing I did. Doesn't make me not a racist. Just makes me a bad person." He thought he was going to get a green card and he didn't. He was like, "It is our destiny that we have met." And I'm like, "You're just hot. I'm sorry." It was mean. Okay, I'm a bad person. We can all agree. Great.
Which isn't the goal. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because I've been doing it for free for so long that now when I get paid, it's awkward. Because it's unexpected. You know, like I did a show recently, and when I got off stage, the promoter gave me $40. And I was like, "Yo, thanks man, I'll pay you back soon as I get And then he tried to give me like a Snicker bar. I was like, "Yo, I can't afford chocolate. Can't afford that joy right now." So. I want to be successful in comedy too, though. Like, I want to reach the level of success where I could buy my mom a house one day. But I realized recently that my mom already owns a house. So the closest that I'll probably ever get will be moving out of my mom's house. It's almost the same thing. You have an incredible laugh over there. I love you. I love you. Make me forget about my childhood, man. It's one of those laughs. It's I've been sleeping with this girl recently, and it's going well, but she has a really hard time coming, which is it's difficult for me because I have a really easy time coming. Like, I'm coming right now, man. And recently, it got a little awkward because I made her come for the first time and she thanked me. She's like, "Oh my God, thank you, you made me come, I never come." And I was like, "Oh, you think I'm doing this for you?" "I'm doing this so you tell all your friends, man. I want to walk in your mom's house and she just give me lemonade for no reason." She's like, "Here you go, I heard what you did, baby. I heard what you did." Really appreciate it. I have a therapist. This is very helpful. She told me recently that I need to connect with my inner child. And she recommended that I go see the movie Jungle Book. Yeah, haven't you guys seen that movie? It's a great movie, man. It's a great movie, especially if you like watching a little kid run around the jungle in a dirty diaper for 2 hours. Talking to animals, man. That's the whole fucking movie. But I went to go see the movie by myself, and when I went to buy the ticket, the woman at the booth made me feel weird about it. She was like, "Are you here to see this movie by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah, let me just get one ticket." She was like, "Are you sure that you want one ticket?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's one." And it took me a while to realize what she was talking about. I was like, "Oh, she thinks I'm a pedophile." I felt so uncomfortable buying candy after that show.